Students, what's up? Let's go over the 7-5 worksheet. So some things that I wanted to just reiterate if you didn't get it from the video. I want to show you some things about the radical sign. So the square root, in this case, radical of a, square root of a, is actually a to the 1/2 power. Why? Because any square root that doesn't have a number here actually has a 2. We just don't write it. So one thing that you can do, as soon as you see a square root symbol, put a 2 right there. So as you can see, I put one right there. And anytime else you see a square root, put a 2 on there. Just for this whole exponents and radicals rewriting lesson, okay? So this 2, kind of like the frying pan rules. Now frying pan rules, if you have an exponent to an exponent, they mix, which means they multiply. This guy can only attach from the bottom, okay? So think about you trying to sneak in. The only way to sneak in, the quickest way to sneak in would be from the bottom. You don't want to go all the way around this way. The quickest way would be from the bottom, boom. And then if you're coming in from the bottom, you stick by division. So this would be a to the 1/2. Now once this sneaks in, this crazy looking symbol goes away. Okay, why do we write back and forth between the two forms? Apparently these ones look pretty because they have a fancy symbol, but these ones are functional because you can actually put these in your calculator very quickly. Okay, so it's very, very much like percents and decimals. Okay, 50% looks pretty, but we actually use 0.5 when we do math. Okay, so radicals look pretty and the exponents do the work, just like how percents look pretty and decimals do the work. So that's kind of the whole reason why we go back and forth between the two forms. So another thing I wanted to show you, hopefully by now you know that the square root of something squared, they will cancel. Now why do they cancel? Well, you could do the math. 5 squared is 25, the square root of 25 is 5 again. But here's the actual, more articulate way to explain how that works. Any radical or any plain radical, any square root has a 2 right here. The 2 sneaks in, so it becomes 2 over 2, and then it's 5 to the first power, so it becomes a 5. That's it. So anything to the first power is just itself. So there you go. 1, 2, 3 ways to all understand that the square root of 5 squared just becomes a 5. I could probably do another way really quick, but I'm done. That's enough ways. I don't need to show you 4,000 different ways to get the same number, okay? So this is kind of the idea that we're focusing on today. Any radical sign that doesn't have a number should have a 2. So here we go. As you can see, I kind of already did the first couple here. This 2 sneaks in from underneath, becomes 36 to the 1/2. By the way, 36 to the 1/2 is the same thing as square rooting 36. Sure, that's cool. Nice job. You can break it down. Just quit wasting time and just go ahead and square root it. So the square root of 36 is 6. Now watch this. 36 to the 0.5, boom, it's also the same thing. Okay? So if you take something to the 1/2 power, you can square root it just as fast. Okay? All that becomes 6. All right, so here we go. There's a 1. Also, remember, don't forget about those invisible ones. They're right there. You sneak in. This is 100 to the 1/2 power. I'm pretty sure you can find that one pretty quick. Now, here we go. 3 sneaks in. This is going to be 64 to the 1/3. That should be on your list. You can probably find that one pretty quick. 3 again sneaks in. This is going to be 125 to the 1/3. Ooh, the 3 sneaks in. 1 to the 1/3. So I'm doing all the rewrites. I'm sure from there you can do all the calculations here. So again, there's really no easy way. I think there's a way you can find a third root button in your calculator, but it's just way faster to go 125 to the power, bracket 1/3. Oh look, it's a 5. Nice, spoiler. Okay. So again, these look pretty, but these calculate. Look pretty, calculate. Look pretty, calculate. That's the whole point here. 4 sneaks in, 2, 5, 6 to the 1/4. Throw that thing in your calculator. Okay, that's the first 6. I'm going to do a different video for each section because I don't want to make a 4,000 minute long video. Okay, see you in the next few examples. Bye-bye.